We are here live on Doha Diamond League Facebook with Andre De Grasse from Canada, a silver and bronze medalist from Rio 2016. Welcome to Doha, Andre. Your first time here. What are your first impressions?
Oh, I love it here. I mean, it's really hot, but I've been enjoying it. I just got in last night. I got to see the Aspire Academy this morning, and I got a tour of the whole building, and it's actually wonderful the way the athletes have it set up here.
Great. Well, we have been asking your fans to send you in some questions in advance. So first question, the track here in Doha is very fast. What kind of times can we expect from you on Friday nights?
Well, I'm looking for a sub 10-second performance. For me, I just want to go out there and, see where I'm at early in the season, have some fun. It's going to be a great group of guys competing against. So, I mean, for me, I just want to go out there and get the W.
And how did you discover that you had a talent for running and sprinting?
I think I figured that out probably after I kind of won the NCAA championship. I mean, I knew I had a great talent because, my friend told me I could run, who got me into the sport. And then, my coach, Tony, as well, who helped me, succeed in the sport. But I think I kind of realized that I was really fast when I, won the NCAA championship.
And what is the secret from transitioning from a very fast sprinter to one of the world's fastest sprinters?
For me, I think you just have to work hard. I know I have the talent, but the talent can only go so far. So for me, I just have to continue to work hard. If you have a great coach as well, who's going to help you succeed, who knows you as well. Communication is key with him, and just be in a great environment to succeed and be happy, I guess. So for me, that's kind of how I, just run fast. I just have fun with it.
Doha is the opening Diamond League meeting of the season. What are your goals for the season ahead? For me, I think I want to be a Diamond League winner. Last year I didn't do as much Diamond Leagues as I wanted to. So this year, I'm trying to start off, fresh and fast in Doha, and then make my way to, other Diamond Leagues in the future, either in Europe or in North America. And then, for me, I want to, win a world championship medal. So if I can do that in 100 or 200, I'll be really happy about that. So the big man Usain Bolt retiring in London this summer. What's it like running against Usain Bolt?
I mean, it's fun. For me, I think the first time I raced him was back in 2014. I was a little kid. I was young. I still am young, but I mean, I was, just a teenager racing him. So now, I've grown a little bit more in the sport, matured a little bit, have a lot more experience. So it's fun getting to race, the best in the world. And, any chance I get to compete against him, I just cherish that moment because there's only so many moments left for him to race against him.
And do you think that you could become the next 100-meter or 200-meter champion?
Yeah, I feel like, anything's possible. I've been working really, really hard this year, and, anything's possible. So I'm just going to try to go out there and, get the job done.
Who or what inspired you to become a track star?
I would say my coach, Tony Sharp, inspired me to become a track star, and as well as my friend Mikhail. Both those people got me into the sport that day when I was in grade 12 and went over to, York University back home in Toronto. And from there, they just started me off and said, hey, you should, pick up track and field. I feel like you got the talent to be a world-class athlete, and, that's what I did.
And if you weren't a track athlete, what other sport do you think you would do?
Well, I was playing basketball, but I think now, after basketball's over and now that I have the speed to do track, I think, I really want to play soccer now. Soccer was my first sport, and I feel like now that I have the, the speed of a, top, world-class athlete, I can be a, a really great striker one day.
And how much did your mom and your dad keep pushing you through and supporting you?
A lot. My mom and dad pushed me throughout the sport since I started. They said, use it to get an education, and that's what I did. I got a scholarship to go off to school in the United States. Coming from Canada, that was a great opportunity for me, and they just pushed me every single day to continue. And my mom was actually just at IAAF World Relays in the Bahamas, so it was great to have her there supporting me.
What's your training schedule like each day?
Well, I train 6 days a week. Usually 2 hard sessions per week. 2 easy sessions, and then the other sessions I just get treatment and massage, or just kind of relax, do a warm up. So this is usually what I kind of do to get ready for the week.
Question here. What is your favorite track event to compete in, excluding the relay?
Excluding the relay?
Yeah.
Other than my event?
Yeah.
I would say I like to watch the 4x4. 4x4 is actually really exciting to me. That's probably one of my favorite events. I usually don't get the chance to watch it all the time because it's at the end, and usually like the 100 or 200 is right before it. But, you know, going back and watching the replay and just hearing the crowd, the excitement of it is just fun to watch.
What kind of mental preparation do you do before a competition?
Well, for me, I kind of just listen to my favorite artists. Listen to hip hop a lot. It's kind of like how I get into the zone, whether it's on the bus ride or before I warm up. And then usually I just eat, wherever I'm at, I kind of just try to have a good breakfast. If it's an afternoon meet, or a good dinner with a lot of protein and carbs, a little bit of carbs and vegetables. So that's kind of what I do to, trying to just get ready for the meet.
And what exactly is in those breakfast or dinner meals? What's your favorite food to eat before a race?
I'm pretty simple. I mean, breakfast, I'll eat eggs, toast, bacon, sometimes pancakes. I love pancakes a lot, but it depends on how close it is to the meat. And then, for dinner, I like to eat like maybe fish or chicken, whatever I can get, whatever's at the meet. So it's kind of like my preparation for that.
Bobby would like to know, what kind of work ethics did you have to put in to get to where you are today?
A lot of dedication, a lot of perseverance. The sport is not easy. There's days where you're not going to, be as great as in the office. Not every day you're going to run fast on the track. So, a lot of that is key to my preparation and my success. And if I can do those things and never give up, the good things will come.
Phil would like to know, what are the 3 times for the 100 meters that you expect to achieve over the next 3 years?
Well, first, I want to break the Canadian record by Donovan and Bruni, so that's 984. And then, try to get into the 9.6, 9.7 range. And then from there, try to break the world record. So we'll see what happens.
Nice. What was your favorite part of competing at the Olympics last year?
For me, everything was, I couldn't have a moment where it stood out to me. The 100 meters was great, the 200 meters, the 4x1. I was so proud of my team, the way they did as well to help me get another medal, to be able to make history in Canada, the only sprinter to win 3 Olympic medals. So, all of it just nothing really stood out. I had a great time on the track. Off the track, I went to, see Christ the Redeemer. I got to see a lot of, great things in Rio. So everything was just, memorable for me, and I just enjoyed every moment. I wish I can go back sometimes.
You mentioned that you became the most successful sprint athlete from Canada. What was the reception like when you went back home to Canada afterwards?
Oh, it was amazing. I loved all my fans back home. They appreciated me so much. I was only home for maybe about 2 or 3 weeks, but those 2 or 3 weeks I was home, I had a great time before I went back to school. So, it was just a great moment. And anytime I try to get back to Toronto, it's just like, people recognize me, people love me there. So, I just try to enjoy the moment, enjoy the process.
What do you do when you're not training? How do you like to chill out?
For me, I usually go to the movies. Last week or 2 weeks ago, I went to go watch Fast Furious, the new Fast Furious movie. So I like to watch a lot of movies. If I'm at home, I usually watch Netflix or Hulu, hanging out, regular things. And then if we have a day off, usually hang out with my teammates. We have a barbecue at our residence. We go to the pool and make steaks or make chicken. So it's kind of just ordinary things. Just have fun. I'm excited all the time when I get the day off because training is so hard. So whenever I do get a day off, I kind of just try to take advantage of it.
And we spoke earlier about your pre-match foods. But what's your favorite cheat food if you're giving yourself a treat?
For snacks, my favorite snack is Teddy Grahams flavor honey. So that's like kind of my cheat snack, and Ritz with peanut butter. So I usually kind of eat those 2 snacks, even sometimes even before the race when I'm not supposed to.
What's your pre-race routine? So sort of from the changing room to the track.
Well, I think for me, it depends where I'm at. But if, I say for Doha, for me, it's really hot and we compete at night. So I probably take a nap, during the day. So I'm prepared to run at night. And then when I get to the track, kind of just, talk to my coach, see what time I need to warm up. see what time I need to get treatment, and then see what time I need to put my spikes on. So for me, that's kind of just my ritual, like what I go through. And then, of course, I have my headphones in, for most of my warm ups. So I'm listening to music, and then from there, that's kind of what I do. I mean, it's kind of ordinary.
What are you looking forward to most about this Friday's competition?
I'm just looking forward to seeing the fans, seeing my first time here in Doha. I've heard a lot of great things. They've had the World Indoors here. Just seeing this whole atmosphere with the Aspire Academy, it's beautiful. Got to meet some of the athletes when they came down to Phoenix, so I'm just looking forward to seeing more of my fans here and bringing home a W for them, trying to just put on a show for them.
The World Championships will be here in just over 2 years' time. Yeah. You've just seen the stadium where it will be held. Are you hoping to come back?
Yeah, I'm definitely hoping to come back any chance I can get. I was actually just talking to my agent. I was like, my coach should try to get a camp down here. We should come down here for a couple of weeks just to train. I mean, it's beautiful weather. It kind of reminds me of Toronto with all the tall buildings. So, I mean, it's just a nice city, and I'm hoping that I can just see more of it while I'm here.
It's going to be the first ever World Championships to be hosted in the Middle East. Do you think that's important for athletics?
Oh, yeah, it's very important. I mean, for any chance you can get to, host a World Championship for your country and to show that, show your country off, it's amazing. So, for Doha, this is a great opportunity for them, and I'm excited about it.
What would be a good time to run on Friday if you had to give yourself a goal?
I would say let's shoot for a 990.
Fast. Okay, and final question: do you think you're going to be the next fastest man on Earth?
That's what I want to think. That's what I try to do all the time. I mean, that's what I'm working towards my goals for. So, yes, I do think that.
Great. Well, thank you very much, and best of luck on Friday, and we'll all be cheering.
All right. Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.